Harriet and welcome back to my channel. Today's mini class or mini tutorial is helping you with lower back pain. So whether you are a yogi or whether you are a dancer, whether you've experienced back pain or whether you're just looking for some tips to help you prevent getting injured in the first place, then I hope this video will serve you for your practice. I myself as a dancer and a yogi have experienced lower back pain. I compressed a disc within my lower back. I pressed up too far in a back bend and that caused me to have an injury that lasted quite a while, and I even now can suffer from slight lower back pain. So I'm really cautious, especially when I'm back bending in yoga classes and especially when I move into my ballet classes and dance classes, when I'm moving into positions or poses such as arabesque. So first of all, if you are working with an injury or you have had an injury, please be sure to go and seek professional medical advice from a certified osteopath. Get them to check you out and get them to tell you what it is you've actually done so you can start to find a rehabilitation program that can support you in recovering from that injury. It's really important to understand what it is you're working with to begin with before you even start to integrate movement back into your body. These are just 3 tips that over time that I have built into my practice as a dancer or as a yogi in order to help me kind of not move into that territory of where I could re-aggravate that injury, and also help me to avoid causing even more injury to that now sensitive spot. So my first tip is finding length in your back bends, not compression. The last thing we want to do is in our lower back, a part of the body that is pretty mobile anyway, is add even more mobility and more compression to this area. If you're someone like me that suffered from a lower disc injury or compression of that area, adding even more compression is going to be super uncomfortable. So when we say length, not compression, what do we mean? Well, a great pose to find that in is Sphinx pose. So come to lay down on your belly, take the arms forward, forearms down, and when you look down at the hands, they're making a parallel line. As you go to lift the chest up, rather than thinking directly up towards your ceiling, where you may then start to find compression in the lower back, I'd like to invite you to think about drawing the sternum forward. So as though someone has a string on the front of your chest and they're pulling the sternum forward of your arms. So as you inhale, the chest lifts and the sternum reaches forward. At the same time, the fingertips grip down towards the mat and the elbows slightly tug back. So we're now lengthening the rib cage, the upper back forward, and hopefully alleviating any compression or dumping in the lower back. Stay for a cycle of inhale and exhale. And then exhale, bringing the chest down. My second tip to help with lower back pain, either in back bends or in dance poses such as arabesque, is to distribute the curve through the whole entire length of the spine. Our lower back and our neck particularly can be pretty mobile. So whether we're working in a back bend or we're working in an arabesque, how can we distribute the curve through the lower spine, the mid spine and the upper spine? Another great pose to do so is locust pose. So laying down on the belly, bring the arms beside the body, palms down. And for the moment, the feet are going to remain on the floor. As you inhale, lift the chest. And again, using tip number 1, think about lengthening the chest forward and then allowing the spine to take a natural curve. So the movement is happening not just down in the lower back, but also in the mid, the upper back, and the head and neck are an extension of the spine. My third tip in helping you to avoid lower back pain, either in back bends as a yogi or in poses such as arabesque as a dancer, is to build strength and flexibility equally. As dancers and yogis, we tend to veer on the side of wanting to build flexibility and can also neglect the stability or the strength aspect of our practice. So in order to support our flexibility, we need to have strength. And particularly if we're looking at the back and using back bends, we need to be working the paraspinal muscles that sit along the length of the spine. So some great poses that you can incorporate either in your yoga practice or into your dance practice is locust, sphinx and cobra. Don't concentrate on the height of the back bend, think more finding the length, and start to build this up over time. Maybe you start to hold a cobra for 1 or 2 more breaths, really engaging the back muscles, and rather than focusing on trying to create even more back bend, can you find more length in the spine? Please also be aware to practice with awareness. So whether that's in dance class or whether that's in yoga, if your body is being pushed too far to the point where it could cause injury, your body is going to give you signals. And the wonderful thing about yoga and why bringing yoga to dancers is super important is because it creates this whole body awareness. You're more in tune with these finer signals that if you are going to reach a point of injury, hopefully you have that awareness to tap in, to stop that before you even start to branch in towards injury. Know that building your flexibility and strength will take time, and as dancers, be sure to build flexibility and strength evenly. I hope those tips have helped you in combating or avoiding lower back pain, or if you are dealing with lower back pain, how you can help to find other ways to relieve that sensation within your lower back. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. There's more videos on how to strengthen your back, other videos on how to work towards penché, lots of videos to help you if you're a dancer and also if you're a yogi, so merging the two together. I hope you enjoyed practice. I look forward to welcoming you to another class very soon.